Grizzly is gonna go fly in a fighter jet and he has no idea. This is gonna be awesome. Grizzly, what's going through your mind right now?
That we're gonna meet somebody really cool flying a jet. So I'm excited.
Yeah. Yes. Me too. So Grizzly, that right there is one of his jets, and he's currently flying. I don't actually know what he's flying right now, but
Pink,
apparently it's pink, and he's landing right now. But that's one of his jets right there, and we're going to be talking to him as soon as he lands. What do you think? It's an L-39, right?
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. So we're gonna get a kick out of meeting this guy here. Stay tuned. There he is, right there.
Definitely an Air Force pilot.
There it comes. This is the man of the hour, Larry, right here.
Larry. Yep.
Larry, let me do this.
Oh, okay.
Larry, this is Grizzly.
Grizzly, how are you?
Nice to meet you, sir.
Been watching your videos.
Well, thank
and
you,
that
sir.
rebuild.
I appreciate that.
So we'll head over there and chat just a little bit because he just got done flying. I'm sure he needs a debrief, but then we'll go chat a little bit and then get going. Stand by.
Well, let me open the cockpit so it'll start cooling down, and then let you step up in there. Being a trainer, the student would sit in the front and the instructor would be in the back, and everything in the back, every instrument in the back is capable of disabling every instrument in the front.
Oh.
On purpose.
Yeah.
So that you can screw with the guy.
Partial panels and all the different emergency situations.
Since the pilot flies in the front, when we give rides and things, people are sitting in the back. So the first part of the instruction is, don't touch any of the red handles. Almost every handle in here is red, meaning don't touch anything.
I loved all the footholds and everything have the flaps on it and the finger holds, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, 3 points of contact.
This one, not many do, but since I like to fly formation, one more option of living is to have ejection seats. And although they're expensive to maintain, these are hot seats. So when we fly with the seats hot, it's about an hour and a half brief on what you've got to do and how to do it, when you would do it, and all of that. Typically, at these shows, when I take a ride with somebody like Lily Edge's fluid, I would make them not hot for that flight. And this one has the stripes on it. I like the old Russian paint scheme, which really printing and all that, but I race it out at Reno and didn't want to be in a camouflage situation where somebody wouldn't see me. So the caution stripes for that.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, because we were noticing how it was over and the star in the back and stuff like that was, kind of over. So you did this for the Reno race so you could be more visible.
Right. And the reason for that is that this was my number 2 airplane. My number 1 airplane, I had the vertical tail knocked off.
Oh, wow.
In the race, or during a practice session. Totally knocked off.
Got a little close to somebody else?
Somebody else got too close to me, but yeah, we got.
Yeah.
They say traded paint, but what we literally did is it came from the other side, laid the whole vertical fin down on top of or in front of the horizontal. And so it was, when I decided to do it again after that, I thought I was making this thing have some color on it so nobody would do that again.
Wow. So what was your reaction? How did you survive, land? What was it?
It was about a 30-minute, well, it wasn't either. It's a 12-minute ordeal because that's how much fuel I had in the aircraft when it happened. So, but had to figure out how to fly it without the tail. First off, when it got hit, it wanted to roll like this, so the instinctively pilots pull the power back. It was making a lot of vibration. But when I pulled the power back, it rolled faster. So by the time it's upside down at 50 feet off the ground, I said that didn't work too well, but it rolled faster. So I pulled the power off a little bit more and it rolled faster. Got it coming back around. I put the power back up to stabilize it. So that got it to where at least I was right side up. I'll tell you the rest of that story, but not right this minute. And while I'm out, if you'd like to, the way we get in this airplane is right foot here, left foot here, and here. Step right up on the seat. I'll let you do this.
Okay.
All right.
Step right over on it. You can grab the back seat there, right on the seat. And the leg on either side of the stick.
Oh, this is tighter than the Lancer for sure.
Just recently put the glass cockpit into it. I really wanted the old Russian instruments. Once I learned how to read them, kilometers per second. Anyway, it was. But when they started tumbling during some minor IFR flying, I said, I don't need that anymore. So got away from that. We got the cockpit redone. So.
Well, that's pretty neat.
But, okay.
Yeah. You kind of, yeah, the bubble comes out. I think
Seats are adjustable up and down. You're not in too bad a shape. Maybe what we always want to do is we adjust these seats so that if we had to go through the canopy, the metal hits instead of your head.
Right.
So we would lower you 2 inches to make that happen.
I mean, his head's pretty hard.
Yeah, that probably would work.
I mean, I think I might have done it the canopy when I got in.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's cool. Can I get up there and video and just look around a little bit and see what we got? All right, we'll see you in just a few minutes.
If you decide to get out before I come back, the way we get in and out is you're facing the plane. So when you stand up, you're going to turn backwards.
Reverse the operation
And
get
left foot first, and it's you see, I've covered them up with my stripe. You see this black area?
Yes, sir.
You just follow a black line down and put your foot at the bottom of it. We got stripes on this one, but that's what these do. Find out.
Oh, that's what the stripes are for. Well, that's smart.
Right?
That's smart.
Be right back.
All right. Okay, I want to check this thing out. Holy crap, that's a nice audio panel. Got Garmin fancy bits, got sticks, you got gun shooter stuff in there.
Locking on target. Talk to me, Goose. This is freaking wow.
Have you ever sat in a jet, like a semi-fighter jet type thing?
Never.
Not even at an air show, like sitting in one?
No, never.
Well, that's cool.
I'm just the mechanic side of me is kind of looking around and going, man, I wouldn't want to remove any of these inspection panels.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd have to take the seat out to go in upside down to be able to get in.
I guess that's easy if you just pull these little handles right here.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to hit the canopy first. See, this is hard to see with the
canopy.
Light. There you go.
Yeah,
Canopy first, and then you just yank on that, I'm assuming. Oh, pull pin, so it's not hot right now.
This is the seat ejection right here.
Oh, there you go.
Grabbing.
And yank. Well, it's got a bike brake handle on it right there.
Oh, that's kind of awesome, low techy for such a fancy thing.
For, though.
Well, I don't see like toe or heel brakes on the rudders. Yeah, the rudders are just rudders. So I would assume that's your brake.
Could be. That's the way it was in the MiG.
That's very practical, low tech. That's really wild.
Well, we're talking Russian. It needs to land in a cornfield and be able to take off in a cornfield without damage.
I don't think you're going to get out of this thing.
This thing is pretty cool.
Yeah. All right, Larry, let's go. I'm ready to learn to fly.
That's right.
How cool would that be? Just skip to 172. I'm going straight to L39s.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I don't think you can do that, can you?
Your first entry in your logbook, L39.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, not lying. Wow. I'm gonna get in the back, see what the back looks like. Oh yeah. Don't touch the red handle. Oh yeah, here we go.
I'm not going to touch anything of this.
Got the 430 back here. Hey, I know what the gear switch is.
Yeah, it's this one right here.
Man, this is... You got bomb drops.
What?
Look over to your right.
Looking at the right. Emergency flash gear, sensor. Lead deck, unblocked.
Oh, it's got oxygen. I wonder if it's, I think it might be pressurized.
An air shower is.
What?
What is an air shower?
Oh. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. But mine had bomb drop over there under your... Do you not have bomb drop on yours?
Tip tanks, fire, seat block, generator. Nope.
Wait, you got turbo something or another. Where'd it go?
Turbo start.
Turbo stop. You got the big gas handle.
Max power. But
Yes.
I want to go to that.
You got oxygen? Well, of course you got oxygen. Wow. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris?
I don't want to get out.
That's pretty stinking cool.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about his tail getting chopped off, and he was standing there talking to us about it.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
This whole thing is wild. I'm not really like an excitable person about flying, but sitting in this thing, I'm excited and I want to go flying now.
You want to go flying now? Yeah.
And the jet smell,
Oh yeah.
yeah, makes me feel like the kid again and watching Top Gun.
All right. Wait, are you an original guy or Maverick guy?
I'm an original guy. The original is the reason why I joined the military.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
How old? You were like 5, 4?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
82.
Yeah, and it came out, what, 86, 87?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. I noticed a detail. That little candy cane right there is your gear indicator. That's for your nose gear to show you that it's down and locked.
Oh, we got this too.
Oh yeah, you got your lights right there. But that is your physical shot, and there's probably, yeah, there's more back there so you can have visual. Oh, and it's got a rear view mirror too. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I'd be looking at my forehead right now.
That's, okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got a G meter back here. Oh, holy crap. It goes to 8.
Woo.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And then it goes to -4. Yeah, you don't want to do that either.
Yeah, that's the one that makes breakfast come up.
Yeah. Emergency brakes. Park and brake. Oh, you got flaps. Oh, that's cool. And there's your go fast, your noise handle. Oh, instructor switches. Oh, that's fun.
And you know what I think is the funniest thing about all this?
What's that?
It's got a regular Hobbs gauge, Hobbs meter, just like you do in one of yours. Look at that. Reusing the simple stuff.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's got a Garmin 430 in the back.
This-
And I mean, this is nice Garmin stuff up here, but and your gear levers on the opposite side. It's normally on that side, but and I guess you fly left hand and right hand is here on the throttle.
Well, this would be left hand, right hand.
Or I'm sorry, yeah,
Instead of like this.
yeah. You undermeant when I stood.
Yeah, but that feels real comfortable.
Are you... Those things are noisy. Are you making jet noises?
Oh, in my head I am.
Da, 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 da.
Too close, switching the gun. This is totally insane.
Out of range.
All right, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm.
You getting too excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And then I got, there's that
left
stripe.
foot. Thumbs down.
Right there. Down, right there. Up, up. Right there.
That's way too cool, Larry.
It's a pretty sweet ride.
It certainly makes me feel like a kid all again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not real big on flying and stuff like that but sitting in there, I definitely want to go flying now.
Well, good. So you know what we're going to do? You're going up.
Am I?
Right now. I called this gentleman a couple of weeks after watching the video the finished video on putting the trailer together and you're getting ready to drive tomorrow and all that stuff. And I reached out saying, Jimmy, I'm just totally impressed with what you've accomplished. And mainly, who's this man that you got? I want to hire him away from this. But I said, I'd like to offer a ride. And what this guy said, he said, there's only one person who's going to take that ride. They're going to be you. We're going to do this.
I feel like a kid. Can I go do what you just did? Because if not, I'm going to make a mess in your jet.
No. But and if you're ready, we're going to talk about it for a few minutes because there are things about it that we got to do to be safe.
Roger that.
As I mentioned, we are not going to use the ejection seats. More trouble for the grief than won't say that it's worth, because it's worth what it is. But what I've learned from the experience I had in Reno is that this thing can not only land on its belly without doing damage to it, it can take off, because I did twice when I went happy with my landing, because I was getting ready to stream off a cliff. I just fired it back up and lifted it off the belly. Came around, tried it again. But what I know about them is that I can put it on the ground without breaking myself, without the parachute. The reason I wear the parachute, we have the parachute. The reason I wear the ejection seat is that when we're flying formation, somebody could do what they did to me and knock wing or tail off, and then you don't have ability to get it on the ground safely, and that's the last result of a good capability. But if we're flying by ourselves, I have no sweat about it, whether the engine's running or not, being safely on the ground with it. And just for your confidence, I've got almost 20,000 hours of flying. I started in 1965. So, I'm an old geezer relative to this stuff. Find one of the heads and head back out, all right? All right. Nothing to say?
I have no words.
Okay, I really appreciate what you all are doing. I think it's great. And my goal is to help encourage people that do anything STEM related, technical related, and aviation related, and seeing what you were able to do and accomplish from nothing is a real need for craftsmen and mechanics in the world. And I really like to honor that profession and capabilities by sharing this experience, which you'll find it'll put a smile on your face.
It's already there, sir.
Cool.
All right.
Go take care of your business.
I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. I'm about to go really fast in a jet built by Russia by the lowest bidder. This is really insane.
The only appropriate shirt.
But my goal is to just have you have a good flight. So I'd like to take you up and show you, since you don't fly, you wouldn't be able maybe to compare to any other airplane about how light the controls are. This thing is a pussycat as far as the way it flies. Real smooth on the controls, and it's very maneuverable. So we're able to do rolls, which we'll do. And the way I like to do a roll is in a way in which if you had your eyes shut, you wouldn't even know you were doing it. We're in a 1G environment right now on the ground.
Right.
And when you go upside down, if you held it there, like you see these military pilots do, then you're falling out on the straps, and that's called negative G. So that's kind of uncomfortable. We go upside down, we'll actually put the plane down a little bit, which eliminates that. So again, with your eyes shut, you wouldn't really even know you're doing it. So, but if you're uncomfortable, want to go straight and level, just let me know that. We'll stop doing it.
I'm gonna put my life into your hands and let's have a good time.
Yeah, all right. Back to the airport by using power. A lot of power made it a big circle, like a 2,000 foot. 95% power, still a lot of power, made a 500 foot radius circle. So then, all right, well, I just made big loops and powered up at the right spot to make a change, that kind of thing. To get back where I thought I would be, a beam the numbers. But with only being a right-hand turn, I chose to land on a downwind runway that had a 40 knot wind going this way.
Woo!
11,000 foot runway. But I wanted that wind to help me not do this. So I chose to hit a point that I thought was the right spot to be over here. And I flew at 500 feet, 240 knots was the minimum speed this thing would fly at without going upside down.
He was cooking.
So 240 was, I'd slowed down. I mean, I could fly at that speed, but any faster, which I could go, it wouldn't fly. Well, excuse me, any slower than that, I couldn't fly. Normal clear speed to 180. Normal landing is approach with 130. Touchdown around just over 100, but increasing. So I stayed at 240, 500 foot, saw a spot that I was over, and flew around here to see where I was I lined up on the runway, so that on the next pass I would descend and hopefully hit the runway. Came around, I'm a half a mile downwind. Not a problem. I just want to know what I needed to do. So I went a half a mile farther upwind and announced that I'm going to land on this approach, 240, 500 feet, started down. 250 feet right here, gear down. Might have it, many of us have it, right? You touch it thing until it indicates that it's done. I keep my hand on it so I don't get distracted. 250, gear, plane does an ass under, lumps of lock or something. There's two 360s like this and a 570 roll this way, meaning 360
my
degrees,
lord.
and another one and a 90-degree yaw, and it ends up here at 60 feet, inverted. When the gear shuts, I get the clunk clunk. It's all right, gear shut. I mean, this is second. But what I'm recognizing is that with the clunk clunk, my controls are free, and I'm flying. So I said, all right, and I left it upside down because I didn't have my 240. So I'm flying along, scooting along the ground at 60 feet upside down, and I see the runway that I was trying to land at, and I just turned to it upside down. Started down. And I got down to about 30 feet of this. Maybe not. But I full power, I'm 190, 200, but I don't have the 240. And finally I said, shit, I can't do this thing. Slowly rolled. I still had control. And I went up back to my perch position, 240, 500 feet, and said, gear up landing. So came in and put it on the numbers, gear up, slid, power off, slid 6,000 foot down this 11,000 foot runway, and it decelerated to 190 knots. Still got flying speed, lots of it. The plane is sitting on these two knuckles, which are casting things next to the belly where the boards come out with the speed brakes. So there was nothing to be worn up, nothing to wear out. It was just going like a skateboard. So I said, well, I flew gliders and used to use low ground effect, so I lifted it off the ground, went to full power after it was blowing, squeaking pedal, video, sparks flying here. Anyway, put it 6 inches off the ground. Did get to my 240 before I went off the cliff at the end of the runway. But when I went over the cliff, I didn't want it to be 300 feet off the ground where it wouldn't fly below 240. So I train hugged, followed the mud, stripped down into the mud flat, thinking I'm just going to set it down here in the mud, and the thing's still running. And there's a building in front of me, a whole lot closer to the nose, and I'm too slow, and I'm heading to these buildings, and I didn't want to pull up and roll into them. So I stayed until I got in the parking lot, low, went knife edge around the building, got my 240, pulled up, saw a different runway, stuck it on the belly again, on that runway. Problem with that runway here, cliff, runway here, show center, bleachers, pit crew, P-51s, and all that stuff. I land on this runway with the wind blowing this way 40 knots, and as expected, it starts blowing me into the pit area. Not good. Power up, pick it off the belly again, and decide I'm going to flat out into the infield, and it'll run out of gas. It's been on 0 for the last 5 minutes. It's still running. Get far enough down that way that I can see the original runway. Come around and put it on the numbers again on that runway. This time I said, all right, I got no other thing to do, and the engine starts spooling down. So I know I'm coming down, but I know I'm still going to slide off the end. So pushed on the throttle, or the stick, hit the flaps, thinking it can't roll over because I'm on the ground. They didn't deploy, and now I had something that could get scratched off. The plane started to decelerate. It stopped with the nose hanging off the end of the runway on the hill.
Son of a biscuit.
That's who you're going to go flying with, man.
I'm excited.
Woo!
Let's go.
I mean, to keep your head together during all of that stuff, like,
Yeah.
This is one of the things, you know.
Wow.
Your
What we do
landing
is
gear issues don't really seem like much after that.
no, not at all.
I've
Holy
done
cow.
a few safety briefs, afterwards. That people ask me to talk about that. They say, why would you think you could fly it off the belly? Why do you think? I said, well, it's just what were the tools I had left, and the main thing is just keep trying things. What I didn't do was I'd never really, it went through my mind, why did I think it wouldn't fly, and why did I think I had to be at 240? But the last 10 minutes said it wouldn't fly below that, so I never went back to something that didn't work. Even though if I had, I could have put the gear down because it wasn't damaged. But I didn't know that. It didn't work before, it ain't gonna work this time. So anyway, but it was an experience, but a learning experience. They all are.
Wow.
All right, so after all of that, we're gonna get you in the seat. We are going to strap you into the parachute harness, which is buckled to the seat, pinned in. So unfortunately, these seats are not very comfortable. A lot of these guys have really plush, nice interiors, but with an injection seat, you really want to be sitting on the charge, not have 4 inches for the thing to come up and slap you, which it will do.
Right.
17G is what I've been told is the acceleration off of that. It has got 0 seats, meaning we could do it on the ground. But you can't do it without movement because the canopy won't fly off. So the goal is if you're going 80 knots on the ground, you could eject out of this thing. Or if the canopy was open, you could eject. But we're not planning on doing that either.
Yeah, let's not do that.
But we'll go have some fun for a few minutes.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Hold my hat.
Okay, the little funny looking straps that your legs are through are ones that would pull your legs back automatically if we eject it, so they're there to cinch up around your feet.
Okay.
If you keep your feet just like you are, you'll be out of my way there.
All right.
The stick is actually in more or less a neutral position, so as we go to pull it to go up, it will come back toward you.
Okay.
And obviously moves left and right. My mission for you at these shows is to have you help me make sure that the gear is down. I haven't forgotten. So what we got here on the left side is that here's the gear knob. I'm not looking for you to touch anything, but just look at it for me, all right?
All right.
This is the window, and then when we turn the engine, the motor on, the little airplane-looking shape will have 3 red lights in it,
Okay.
in that white area. And then when we put the gear down, right below it, it'll look like 3 wheels below that,
Roger that.
green on each. And so I'll ask you to confirm that the gear is down and locked. All right?
Right.
And again, you remind me if they're not. You see red when we're coming into land. That's not good.
Okay.
On the final landing or final approach. All right. The canopies are designed to fall off easily, so they have an open hinge. They're not actually a closed hinge. So what I'd like you to do is when we come in, you wait for me to come back and help you get the canopy open. Okay.
Okay.
Right now, what I'm going to do is when we shut it, you're going to grab this handle with your left hand. Go ahead, put your hand on it for me. You pull it in, just clear your knuckles. And we don't do this right now, but when you shut it, these little pins are going to close around a pin. 4 spots. That's what
Okay.
holds it down. Okay. And then we'll just verify that it's locked, ready to go. All right.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do right now. So. Good.
Yep.
All right. Remember, I'll get the front one. We'll pull this off. Right. All right.
Okay.
Good.
Switches where they belong. APU is starting. And the canopies are locked and indicating.
L39, clear for takeoff. On the go, L39. Blue Grumman 9er, line up and wait.
All right, Grizzly, we're on our way.
All right.
Pretty cool, right?
Oh yeah. I don't know why, but I'm a whole lot more comfortable back here than I am flying with
Mooney
Jimmy.
Flight 9er, line up and wait.
If I wasn't sitting in this seat right now, I'd think I was watching a movie.
Let me know if you're getting uncomfortable, all right?
Oh no, this is great.
We're gonna climb up in front of this cloud in front of us.
All right,
It'll be a steep climb, so get ready for it.
ready for it. Nothing like feeling weightless.
Amazing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's great.
Some of the way the air show guys do a roll, they hold it up like this and then go 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees.
I always imagined that would be a lot worse than it is.
And if you look at the horizon on the left wing, you can see that we're starting to climb up
Yep, I can feel it too.
and almost right, we're approaching being vertical right here. Going straight up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna kick hard rudder. I've been blowing smoke, we're gonna come down our smoke trail.
Just feel weightless.
I know you're not a pilot, but I can show you how to do a roll. Grab this stick that I'm wiggling in front of you.
All right.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the nose up on the horizon. Now what I want you to do is I want you to just take it and move it to the left. And the farther you move, the faster it rolls. See that? We're just gonna hold it there until the wings hit level, then you're gonna move it back the other way. Level it out. Do that all on your own. Then you pull the nose up, make it go level. Now my hands are in the air. You're going to take the nose up again. This way. Now push forward just a little bit. All right, now go to the right. Keep going a little faster, meaning a little bit more turn. A little more. Then you level off when it comes around. Easy, do it. Slowly though, because it'll give you a line of cheese right there.
36 right, any runway.
Perfect.
The breath square.
Good job. Back on the controls.
All right.
Pretty neat, right?
Oh yeah.
And this plane doesn't care whether you're pointing up or down. It goes the same speed for a while. Still feeling okay?
Yeah, I think you're a little better at it though, because that turned my stomach a little bit.
Okay, well, we'll fly straight level here. All right, Grizzly, I'll get you out in a minute.
All right. That was
Flight, right?
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. Perfect. All right. All right.
Cool. What'd you think?
Man, that was fun. But I am still feeling a little sick,
Yes.
and I'm ready for a nap.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So do we need to find a jet now?
Yes.